Hi, this is my third take. Um, do you like Canada Dry ginger ale cranberry? I do. It's really good. I bought these around Christmas time. I haven't really delved into them all that much. I mean, I have one every. I'm just not a huge soda person. Um, that's a little warm. Oh, mm. Okay. Oh, I need to put on my cosplay. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, good lord. Hey. Aren't I cool? These make my mouth a little numb. They, for some reason, have menthol in them. These are not real cigarettes, by the way. These are fake. They're tea leaves. So yeah. But I still think I look pretty cool. For any kids watching this, cigarettes are not cool. Yeah. I think I've decided I'm just gonna do every day. Mind me, like, awkwardly biting my lip at the camera. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this every day, even if it's, like, not good, or whatever. I need consistency. That's about it. So I went to Pratt Institute in New York City for school, middle school. Definitely not middle school, college. And it was rough. I did fine. That wasn't so much the problem. It was just everything else that was going on. For every poor, unfortunate soul living in New York City, I am so sorry that you live there. We had to read this book when I first started going, or when it first was told to me that I was going, and it was official, and I had my dorm picked and everything, and I'm just waiting until I have to go. I'm like, read this book. You're gonna take a quiz on it. This is important. This is your first real school assignment. And I was like, dang, okay. Fantastic book. Amazing book. Love this book. Read this book. Oh my god. I love it. It influenced me so much. How I thought about things. Influenced the way I write. I mean, Colson Whitehead is amazing. I love that guy. I literally know nothing about him other than this book. And so it was funny that I'm reading this book right before I go to school, and it's got this very realistic view of the city, or just city life in general, even though New York is a little unique to some places, so it is, niche. And I was also playing Yakuza 0 at the time, and I was thinking a lot about city life, and I don't know, I started just, like, writing about city life and, like, what that would be like, and I got pretty down and dirty with it, like, just, the city is gross, like, that's kind of what I went with it, and it was weird because, like, I didn't think about it until, like, a week or two before I was about to go, and I was thinking, maybe I'm not really excited to go. Like, I'm writing about city life, and I'm talking about how it seems, like, really not great because you're, like, disconnected from nature, and it's just, like, everyone's worst on display all the time, and then, like, just people on the streets, people being sick and not being helped, and, like, sure, you can give someone a bagel or your extra donut or money, but that's not gonna, You can hope that's going to do something, but you don't know. And I don't know. I was, I don't know if it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy where I made myself hate city life before I was even there, but once I was there, New York City is beautiful, I won't lie, but oh my god, I am not of the genetic structure needed to survive an environment like that. I am a country bumpkin. And I didn't think I was. I thought I was like a city slicker. Like I was bound for it. I was gonna go live there. Do great things. That was not in the cards for me. I had friends that really loved it, and I have friends that are still in New York City that are like, pursuing stuff there. I think that's really great. I'm a little jealous just because it seemed to work out for so many of my friends and not for me. But I don't know, we're all very different, so I try not to be too upset about that. But, it's a little forlorn when you see people doing great or like progressing in life and you're not, and it's, their gain is not your loss, really. It just kind of sucks to know that, like, you didn't have what it takes. That's what it feels like. And I know that's probably, I don't know. I'm not, I love drawing. Like, that's my thing. That'll be my thing forever. That's part of me, but it's not something that I can make a career off of. That's not something I want to do. And I just fucked that up. Why did I do that? There we go. Oh, this is bothering me now. I touched it. I cursed it. So, yeah, it was really rough. I felt like I was the only person on the planet. Depression will do that to you. The subways were interesting. I saw lots of naked people. I saw lots of fantastic, amazingly talented people. I saw people masturbating. I saw old people. I saw rich people. I saw all kinds of people. It was pretty fantastic, I won't lie. But I don't know, I had been brainwashed or given this idea that, this pipe dream, this gentrified pipe dream of New York City. And when I got there, I was like, I fell in love with the Hollywood version. This is not the Hollywood version. And it just was loud and overwhelming and hungry, and I was so tired all the time, and just like the demands in my classes and stuff, and like I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm grateful that I did so well and I made friends, but at the same time, I really do not think that I was in a good place when I went, and I think I pretty much just shut down the entire time and like did what I had to survive. Like, now that I'm home, I genuinely feel like I can breathe. Like, I can relax. I had none of that when I was at school. I was constantly just like super tense, uncomfortable. And whatever. Sorry, I was lighting tea lights. I'm gonna light another one. Sorry, I'm not an arsonist. I could be, but I'm not. It's funny. I'm very bad at lighting things. I'm not very good at it. I guess I'm just gonna hold this one. I don't really have anywhere to put it. I don't like going there. I don't know why that came to mind. I'm thinking a lot about college lately. It's been about, it'll be almost a year and a week or so that I have been working at my current job, and I'm thinking a lot about how I got here, and I'm super duper grateful and privileged to have the job that I have right now, and I'm genuinely so happy. It's just so different than what I went to school for, and sometimes I just feel like a total waste, and it's hard, there's there is no right or wrong way to do life, but there is an easy way, and I feel like I'm doing it, and I feel like a sellout, or like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I'm doing a job that has nothing to do with art, and I'm essentially like an assistant in a way. Not really. Like I really do work for myself, but I do work in close contact with my manager, and she'll give me a lot of work to do, and sometimes I feel like an assistant, but it's not what I went to school for, and I just constantly hear my professor saying that, like, you're not an artist if you don't if you don't do this, if you don't do that, and you're not a real artist if you don't sell your work. You're not a real artist if you don't, sit for 6 hours in a grocery aisle near the freezers and do caricatures of people for a campaign that the sales team is trying to make an ad, so they need, drawings of the clientele and their, whatever. Like, I've heard so many things of my teachers, like, doing anything to scrape by, and it's amazing that they have that tenacity, right? But that was so not me, like, any point. I mean, to an extent, yeah. I mean, I did not miss school. Like, I literally went every single day until I got sick, like, in my last year, and I was like, I didn't even think I could make it to the hospital. Like, I was so sick. I was dedicated. Like, I had straight A's the entire time I was there. I worked really hard for that. And I did what I had to do. I think that's why I don't remember, like, a lot of it, probably because it was just a fight or flight. Like, you just had to do it. I was just so uncomfortable. And I don't think I actually had, like, room to breathe until, like, so my finals were due, like, April, like, end of April, and I didn't graduate until, like, mid-May. So it was probably, like, the last week in April. Some of my finals, my finals, wow, stutter. Most of my finals were due, except for, like, one, I think. It was different. But, then I didn't have to do anything. I just had to wait to graduate, in May. And since I lived 6 hours away, I was like, I'll just stay. And they allowed us to stay in the dorms for the 2 weeks until we could graduate, because it made no sense to, like, pack everything up, go home, and then come back. You might as well just, like, live there and wait until your parents can come and get you when you're coming to graduate. So, I stayed there with my roommate, who was also graduating with me, but our suite mates were not graduating, because they're going on, and, so we had the entire, like, apartment suite to ourselves. So I was, like, holed out in the kitchen, in where my suite mate's room used to be. Like, I would hang out in there, and it was just so, oh my god, like, the sun coming through those windows, and it was, like, warm, not, like, over warm yet, like, it was spring warm, so having the windows open, it was almost brisk, and just in the mornings, like, having a cup of Earl Grey or something, and just, seeing the high-rise next door, and, like, that was nice. Going for walks in Bushwick was nice. Going to the cemetery, going wherever else, that was nice. But on the whole, I would say the experience was extremely stressful, and I'm sad that I wasn't cut out for that, and I'm really grateful that my friends are still continuing and doing great things. It just kind of sucks feeling like I'm a deadbeat, kind of. I don't know. It's got depressing. Feeling the fear. Yeah, definitely gonna do this every day, I think, at least just to, I'm really rusty with talking about things. I think if I get in the habit, it'll become easier, and something that is less foreign, something that, because I've always kind of talked to myself, as crazy as that sounds. My grandparents died when I was 8, 7, 7 and 8. So, I kind of always thought that whenever I was talking out loud to myself, I was always talking to someone else in the room with me, whether that be my grandparents, or I always believed in ghosts, so I always thought someone was listening. And I was a little paranoid about that, but for the most part, it wasn't, like, an awful thing. So, whenever I talk to myself, I always feel like I'm talking to someone else, and I feel like this is really not all that different, and I don't know, it's kind of nice, thinking that maybe I can make friends this way. That was gross, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's really gonna be watching these, and that's fine, but I guess it's good enough just for me. But anyway, I hope you have a good evening, or morning, or day, or whatever. It's dark outside. I looked out the window several times. I just never, registered that. That's pretty cool. Insert picture of my dog here because I really just you need to see that. So cute, right? Anyway, bye. I hope you have a good day.